Hey church!
Hi!
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lars.
And we are coming to you live on the ELCA Young Adults Facebook group, coming to you from Wartburg Theological Seminary in Dubuque, Iowa, where both Lars and I are students. We are also both members of Wartburg's Sustainability Task Force, where we work together as a community to consider what it means to inhabit God's world well. This is really important. One, because we deeply care about our community and about creation. Also, because we see this in the Bible in many places. One place is in Genesis 2, the creation story, where we see that God creates all of creation, the whole world, and God creates the earth, the Adamah. And from that Adamah, God forms the first human, Adam. That first human being we call Adam. And we see literally that the human is of the earth, created from it, connected to us. This is really important.
Yeah. And so as Christians, we are called to be stewards of the earth and take care of God's creation.
Yes, and so that's what we're going to explore in this Lenten series.
Hashtag no plastics for Lent.
Gosh, your hip.
I have my moments.
In this series, we are going to be with you once a week to think about what this looks like in our daily life, how we can make changes for greater sustainability for the good of all creation. In this Lenten series, we're on a journey together. We are repenting. We acknowledge our sin, our failures, our human brokenness, and we're seeking to do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to be perfect. We don't come to you as experts. We are working, we are trying, we are learning, and we're inviting you to do that with us in this series.
So what are some of the topics that we'll be discussing during Lent in this series?
Thanks for asking. We have a lot of really exciting things planned. Today is all about laying the groundwork, and then each week we'll focus on a different area. So next week we will look at what this means in our congregations. Then we'll look at it in our kitchens, in our bathrooms. I have bamboo toilet paper.
Well, I'm excited for that one.
It is genuinely good. I'm excited to tell you about it. We'll talk about the laundry room, and we'll talk about what this can look like in our cooking and what it means to eat faithfully as stewards of creation. We do this for a lot of reasons. We do this for the sake of our own communities, for the sake of the planet that God calls us to steward, for the sake of other human beings. And really, we especially acknowledge and pay attention to the populations who disproportionately bear the burden of our damaged earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. To frame this conversation, it's important to note that context really matters in these conversations. When it comes to making swaps, we all start at a different place.
Definitely.
And so we have our own lifestyles, our own realities, our own family situations to be aware of. And that is really, really important.
And in this initiative, our goal is not to make you feel shamed or judged or like you have to compare yourself to other people. We just would like you to look at what you can do realistically and make a commitment to make small changes.
Yes, and we have the opportunity for you to actually write out a commitment. There will be a link to a Google document. And so as we're talking and as you're thinking about this, go to that Google link afterwards and click on it, and you can sign up for your commitment. Again, what makes sense for you and your realities. Okay, so let's talk, what can we do? Quick and easy lifestyle swaps today.
One small change that I try to make is bringing a reusable bag whenever I go shopping. That way, each time I go shopping, that's one less single-use plastic bag that ends up in a landfill. So being aware of small changes like this can help reduce your waste.
I noticed that your bag has a lot of use.
Oh yeah, it's seen a lot of stuff. A lot of trips to the grocery store.
So it doesn't have to be like the most perfect, brand new, beautiful bag to get the job done, to keep the plastic bags out of the landfill, and to make a difference. Yes, so awesome. So in my reusable bags, I keep these. Do you know what these are?
I'm not entirely sure. What are they?
These are reusable produce bags.
Oh, wow.
So I really love these because I use these instead of the single-use produce bags in the produce section, and I keep them inside of my grocery bag so I don't forget them.
Those are great.
Because that's the key, right? The key is to not forget the reusable bags. Something else that I always do is I bring my water bottle. He brought his water bottle to my house for this filming today, so clearly we are on the same page.
True.
But what I want to know is, do you drink all that water every day?
I do, usually a couple times. I'm a well-hydrated individual.
A well-hydrated individual. That is so good. We bring our water bottles. By bringing reusable water bottles, we can keep single-use plastic bottles, again, out of the landfill. You can fill it with tap water if the tap water is good where you are, or you can also attach a filter to your faucet, or have a filter pitcher in your fridge. Water is a great resource to be conscious of, and how we carry our water matters.
Absolutely.
I often see you up at school with your reusable mug.
Absolutely.
Do you fill it at your house or up at school? We call it the castle. We go to school in the castle. So do you fill it up at the castle?
Every morning I go into the castle cafeteria and get coffee or tea and then take my mug to class with me. So it's a good way to reduce waste as well, so I don't use a styrofoam or paper cup. And I have it with me for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so smart.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Cheers. One final technique or tip that I like to do is anytime I know I'm going to a restaurant, is take my own reusable takeaway container as a way to limit single-use styrofoam containers. And like Kelly mentioned, I try to put them in places that I know I'll remember to grab it, or oftentimes I'll leave a clean one in my car. So it's just convenient and ready for me to grab.
That's a really good tip. That's an area of growth for me. That's not something that I currently practice, but you've inspired me. Thank you.
And so remember, this is about making small changes practiced consistently in order to make the change that you want to see and create a habit.
Yeah, little things build up.
Yeah.
All of us making these commitments together will make a really big difference. You may be hearing these things and you're like, I already do them. Awesome. If these are things that you are already doing, please spread the message. Tell someone in your family, tell a friend, get more people to make these small switches. Yeah,
absolutely. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about growth. So if there's something that you haven't started doing that you'd like to start to do, this is a great place to start. And if you're already doing a lot of things, maybe find something that you haven't done yet that you can improve on, and we can all make progress together.
Yes, definitely. And in this, I want to give a reminder to be creative, right? This is not about going out and buying a water bottle or going out and buying bags. We want to really be paying attention to consuming less, using what we already have, and thinking really creatively. There are a lot of opportunities to do this work to eliminate our single-use plastics. And in this, we remember that we are of the earth, like these crosses that we have on our forehead from Ash Wednesday this morning, where we were reminded that we are dust. To dust we will return. We are of the earth, and to the earth we will return. We want to take good care of this creation. And we are so happy that you are here with us, taking the time to be grateful for what we have, to think about ways to grow and to be made new. Lars, thanks for being with me today.
Well, and thanks for inviting me. It's been an honor to participate in the inaugural video.
Yeah, so exciting. And thanks to all of you for being here. Please share this video. Please click on the link in the comments from ELCA Young Adults to make your commitment to what you will do on your Lenten journey. And I will see you back here with another member of the Wartburg Sustainability Task Force. Next week, we are talking about the swaps to make in our congregation. So what are specific things that we can be paying attention to and doing in our churches, in our nonprofits, right? Whatever your congregation is, recognizing that we all have different contexts. And so we're going to think about that next week. But we're so glad that you were here with us, and we will see you again next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.